to Sydney, and it's just, you know, general great old work stuff right before Christmas. And yeah, so I've got to take him to one of his co-workers' places, which is right near at the airport. I think we've got to leave at 5 a.m. And his flight is at like 9, I think. So it's going to be a damn early morning tomorrow. And then, like, right after the stream, I've got the new doctor that I'm seeing these days, because obviously the previous one, they were charging a ridiculous amount all of a sudden to be able to just go to the doctor. Because here in Australia, doctors are generally free to go and see anytime. There are like private clinics and stuff like that where obviously you pay or you co-pay out of your private health fund. Oh, there's a bear. However, I don't have a private health fund. So I'm just one of the, you know, normal freebie peoples. And yeah, so my regular doctor started charging $80 per visit out of the blue one day. And I'm like, I can't afford that. I can't afford that on top of getting any kind of medicine if I'm sick. Because, you know, $80 plus like $13 for the actual script. It's too much. So I've got to find the supplies as well before I leave this place. And anyway, so I ended up changing doctors to this new place, which, I mean, they will start charging in the new year. They'll start charging about $15, but $15 is a reasonable amount. I can afford that. And if I had to get medicine on top of it, I could afford that combined. But the only problem is that the doctor that I see, she only works Tuesday. And of course, I'm streaming Tuesday. And she finishes at 2. And all of her afternoon appointments are pretty much booked out. So I think the appointment that I got was like 1:10 p.m. Oh, Jesus. I really wasn't expecting that guy to be there. There's a dog outside. Where did you come from? Sir, this was a situation that I couldn't have foreseen. Yeah, so anyway, because obviously the appointment that I've got is like 1:10 and I stream until 1. Tomorrow is going to be pretty hectic. Super early. Shut up. Jesus. Yeah, super early morning. So I'm definitely 100% getting some kind of proper friggin' cafe-made coffee on my way home from dropping him off. And then in the afternoon, I'll basically have to like rush around to go up to my doctor, a new doctor, and get that appointment. Yeah, because otherwise I have to wait until the following Tuesday to see her. So, also still inconvenient. Okay, so this must be one of the ones where you do the power at night. Let's just open all the doors. I don't like the sound of that. Oh my god, was this a garage? No, this was locked. Where was the garage? That one? Very cool. It took a little while to appear. Yeah, so tomorrow's going to be a little bit mental for me. And, yeah, so I think the other thing too is like, my week is going to spill definitely into, what is it, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, because I haven't done any editing yet for the last couple of days because I just haven't had a nice rest. Let's see, public doctors, private doctors, mainly made of lack of experience or doctors that don't care. Private seems to be better, but these aren't always true. Yeah, I have to kind of agree with that. I think the thing is, like, if you're a public doctor, you have any kind of, every kind of, what do you call it, patient comes see. Why is there a ladder here? Oh, there. I was gonna say, I'm like, what's going on here? My loot box is down here somewhere, by the way. I've got to be careful. Over that way? It must still be in this building over here. Alright. Yeah, no, the public doctors, I can understand that after a while they must get really sick of like the severe influx of just time waster patients that like you've got your regular patients who are actually sick and are going in and do genuinely need like care and stuff like that. And then you have got a certain amount of patients that are literally like I wouldn't say like attention seeking or whatever, but perhaps are lonely and do go in for like company. Like you'll always get like a patient that's you know, hasn't necessarily had somebody to talk to much, and so they'll take a lot of extra time with their appointment and stuff like that, and that can often like push back the time schedule and yeah, cause all sorts of problems really. I don't need to keep C's on me. Whereas the private doctors, if you're paying like $50 and up to go and see a private doctor, which is why I thought that the public clinic suddenly charging like $80, I'm like, that's more than a private clinic does. Hey, piggies. Piggy. Oh, go away! I already shot you. Okay, I actually don't have time for skinning the piggies. But we'll go back to the trader. Yeah, when it started charging more than like the private clinics, I'm like, I'm not like, apart from like obvious differences in price and stuff, I'm like, I'm not paying $80 to go and see a doctor for like the 5-minute appointment time that they will only let you see them for. I'm like, if I'm going in there, I'm getting like a full check over and addressing all health problems in that appointment and, you know, doing that kind of thing. Because if it's $80, if I'm getting $80 for like 5-10 minutes of somebody's time, I want the maximum amount of health care for that time frame, if that makes sense. I guess you could probably even say that's perhaps a little bit selfish, but like, you know, it's $80. Like, I don't know anything else that I would spend $80 on multiple times a year. I don't even go out to dinner for $80.
Here you go, friend.
We sell
Whatever
only
you
the
need,
best
yeah.
just say
merchandise.
the
Let's
word.
see. Hunting knife is $350. Helmet thingies 200, 400 for that. Yeah, let's take the hammer. It sells well. Jobs. What time? It's midday, so I'll do another
Can you
clear.
do great? I look forward to seeing you again.
Because I'll grab one of the nighttime ones right before the evening. Okay, you don't buy those. I do kind of need them, but I don't need them on me right now, so I'm not going to keep it. And honestly, these aren't going to do me a lot of good. Okay, so I've already sold out as many of those as I can, so I kind of want to scrap them. Alright, I think that's good. Nope, these two. Alright.
Y'all come back now.
I'll think about it. Let's see. Lol, you can't say that, Grim. I'm not allowing that one. Nope. I understand though. I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to say what you just said. But yeah, for that kind of money, there's certain benefits in this world that are more appreciated than that kind of thing. Alright, so I've got a little bit of fuel. And you should really be taking my medical supplies off me. Like, are you not using the bandages to heal me? I'd like to know about that. Okay. Alright, so let's quickly go and get this one done. It's a little bit further into town than last time. Taps the nose. Yes. I love that expression, by the way. I love seeing people like tap the side of their nose to like, you know, the little like silent nod or wink or whatever to a suggestion or a comment. I don't know why I find it so funny, but I do. Let's head down this way. Oh yeah, something funny I found the other day was like, you know how people play with kids and they like do the whole got your nose thing? So apparently there was this comic or joke or whatever where this person obviously went back in time, and so they played the got your nose prank on a child, and they're like, she's a witch. It's like, you know, burner. and stuff, and I'm like, that's awesome. That kind of crap would happen because, like, it does seem like some kind of magic, especially if you've never seen something like that before. Alright, let's get in here. So I want to do this clear quest relatively fast because it's... Calm down. Close your legs. Fucking some modesty. Alright. What's up with these, like, ventilated doors anyway? I assume they're supposed to be the wooden sliding doors. Coffee maker. Well. I want to get through this one as quickly as possible so that I can take on the night quest before the evening. Or even if I've got enough time, if I do this quickly and I've got another clear quest, I'll do it because I want to try to get him at least maybe towards a level 3. Get out of there. Alright, this is unlocked. Okay, that's obviously where I'm supposed to go. What up here? Hi. Okay. That looks like where I'm supposed to be going. I don't know what just broke then. I'll get in the window. I like trying to figure out, like, what kind of a place is this place supposed to be? Like, that kind of look reminds me of more like maybe a record company or something like that. What? Oh! Freaking running at me like that. How creepy. Alright, I've still got a few people to find. This is... yeah, I was gonna say... whoa! I was going to say that, oh, this is obviously like the boss battle room, you know? Silently, like, walks in and there's just one guy standing there. Alright, at least I'm getting some ammo because I actually do really need that. Alright, let's see, is it because I'm concussed or is it because I'm infected? I know that eventually my healing's going to stop happening. There's nothing I can do about that. Let's open up this door. Where are we going? I guess it just takes me out here and I can leave. Get rid of this. Alright, let's jump down here because obviously there's like a whole board thing going on. Okay, let's throw down the thing and get back to the trader, wherever that may be, that way. I must admit, it helps me so much that there's like markers on the screen and stuff in this game because I don't know about you guys, but like I never worked out how to actually play Skyrim properly. I played it okay at times. However, at the first opportunity where I got lost, I was never able to complete my quests or figure out where I came from with my quests or where I was supposed to be going with the quest. So I essentially got lost and was unable to like continue the game because I couldn't even find my way around this mountain to get out of off the mountain. Come on, land already. Jesus Christ. Sometimes this gyrocopter takes forever to just land.
What Here can is I your get reward. You I owe
Alright,
you
this should be
one.
expensive. No, 400. Oh, painkillers. I need that, and I need this actually more than money from it. The jobs. So it's 2 in the afternoon, so I could probably... like, I could do the previous tier, but the next one's a restore power, so I guess we just grab, say, buried supplies.
Do you think you can help? I can't thank you enough, friend.
For the previous tier? That should do. That should at least get us up until the night. Let's sell some things. It must be interesting when you're not playing the game, but actually listening to stuff getting sold and stuff like that. I personally find that when I listen to a game that I play, I feel like, oh, I'm gaining money or something like that. Like my brain just goes, hey, we're getting inventory money. And then I remember I'm actually just watching somebody play something. and it kind of like dawns on me that, oh yeah, that's right. It's not actually in my inventory.
Safe travels.
I don't know if that's just a me thing that like my brain does stupid shit, but it'd be pretty interesting to hear if anybody else experiences that, or if it's just literally me. Let's get some food, and then we'll go out to this buried quest, and we'll get the painkillers in too. I might get her to drink some coffee or some murky water or something. That's right, I won't be able to take 2 painkillers straight up. I actually don't mind that it kind of forces you to have like a weight on that, because in real life you're not supposed to take Panadol and stuff like that less than 3-4 hours apart unless you're on a specific medical advice for a very, very limited period of time. The point of Skyrim is explore. You can select mission via the menu, and it shows your marker where the mission is located. See, I never knew that. Yeah, I just walked around aimlessly as if, like, I had somewhere to be and no time to get there and no idea how to get there. I just, like, literally this, like, lost wanderer stuck on the mountain that becomes a hermit because I just can't find my way down. But, you know, is too embarrassed to ask for help. So, imagine if that's your life. Like, that's how you become a hermit in the real world, is like, you know, a person of legend. But you're actually just lost and you don't want to admit you're lost. You should be able to take off from here. Just not. I was hoping I'd be able to go in a straight line. But of course, let's gas it up anyway. Yeah, I was hoping I'd be able to go for like a straight line through there and lift off just as I was going to hit that spot, but no. You know how it is. And I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be flying off in the opposite direction too. Let's turn around and find out. Yep. There we go. One of these days I'll take off and it'll be the correct direction for where I need to go, and I won't even notice. I'll probably turn around midair and start flying the wrong way again anyway. How it works. Alright, it's not that far out, and it is only a buried quest, so I'll definitely be back. I thought about playing it again, but I also... Skyrim's one of those ones where it's visually unappealing to me. I don't mind like seeing some playthrough for some people that actually play it and like do it really well and stuff like that, but for me, I think the thing was like I gave it a go. It was one of those games where I gave it a go regardless of how it looked, and then when I couldn't find my way, when I perpetually kept getting lost, it just kind of like ruined that last little bit that I had for it. You get that with some games. Like I even thought about playing Diablo 2 Remastered as a original playthrough, because I actually haven't sat down and played that yet. I bought it a couple of years ago, but I actually haven't played it. That would be a completely original viewpoint of it. I might do it one day, maybe when I decide to start up. Maybe I'll do that. But I also want to be able to make sure that I can actually make a character and get a name and stuff like that. For me, that's quite important. Oh, right up the crotch. Could you imagine how awful that would be to have anything pierce or puncture you right up through the soft groin parts? That would have to be god awful. Somebody has to have experienced that in life already. I kind of find like when I'm digging, sometimes the circle goes the complete opposite way. There we go. Like that. There you are. Are you locked? No, you're not. Alright. There's a few of them coming. Can I just jump out of this hole? No? Okay. Oh! Oh! There was a lot more zombies than I really thought was coming. Where are you? There you are. Okay, what did I get? I got recipe for stew. I already know that. Let's drink this nasty water. The chicken ration. She can eat that. So here's a question for you guys. when you brush your teeth, do you ever find that after you've brushed your teeth, your mouth peels? So you got a controller. No, I don't play it with controller. I play almost all of my games exclusively with keyboard, except for Tekken. I play Tekken with a controller because I originally played it on the PlayStation. So for me, it's nostalgia to get on and play it with a controller. And yeah, I could imagine that there would be a lot of mods by now for Skyrim, but I think back when I started playing it was probably when it first came out, and so there wasn't a lot available. Get all this food in her, and then we'll move off. It should be about time for her to get back to the trader and get the night quests going. Alright, let's put this down. I'm going that way. Oh, a little low on that. Go up a little bit. It's quite interesting in the wasteland area at night. Sometimes it can be almost as bad as Blood Moon. Like, I say almost as bad in the sense where there was at least once where I got probably 3 or 4 screamers active at the same time. And that was probably the worst case scenario, where everybody they just kept spawning, they kept coming, and it got to a point where they actually destroyed the building that I was on. And I ran from them in the morning with broken legs because I jumped from really high.
Go, friend. Whatever
and I managed to get away. I'm going to grab
word.
more ammo because it's coming into nighttime, and I'm about to go do a nighttime quest. And first aid. I actually don't care about the rest being money stuff. Let's take this one.
I have a task
They've got to
for
be the
you,
same
friend. No matter
location.
what, I'm grateful for everything you've done.
I saw this. What are you saying? There was millions of mod. Build them a key mods to improve on the game. Yeah, it is over 10 years old too. I think that's probably the main thing. Is like I actually do have and play quite a lot of old games. Like I thought about having like some retro games played, because I've got like stupid things like Fuzzy's Mini Golf and what else have I got? I've got like the original StarCraft, Warcraft, and I see you freaking trying to hide, but you're not hiding. Fucking dog pretending to be a rock. The audacity of this bitch. Where is this quest? 300 meters away. I did accept it, right? Let's find out. Yeah, I did. Where are you? 3 kilometers away. Oh, well, that's back at home. Oh, sweet. Okay. That's actually kind of convenient. Do I fly or do I glass? I guess if I fly, I'll be over there by nighttime. That's okay. That's right, I can't put it down except for over here. Let's get up in the air and head back. And since it's right next to my base, I think I'll do some drop-off, and I'll be able to put the gyrocopter away, because I don't think I'll be able to complete it and make it all the way back here by one. Maybe I will be. So maybe I keep the gyro on me. Let's get further up into the air so I'm a little bit faster. There's a very slight difference in speed if you go all the way up to where your person stops going up anymore and kind of plateaus out. You'll should see it where it kind of like shakes it a little bit once I'm at the maximum height. Yeah, about there. Now I can like plateau out. There. That was it. A little bounce back down. So once you're at the maximum height, you can kind of angle up to flat, and it's just like the tiniest bit faster. I guess overall it probably doesn't make much difference. It's probably about the same distance as like the ascension and decline anyway, and stuff like that. Oh, I was kind of headed downwards unknowingly. I did have a place, like, you know that green spot that's there in amongst stuff? I had one base that I built in a spot like that, and it was backing onto the 3 different areas. It had the Greenland, the snow, and wasteland and stuff like that, or desert. I think it was up against the desert. And it was an interesting spot. Like, the types of hordes that would walk in and the frequency that they'd walk in were actually more often. And it made me wonder if that was because I was next to all the biomes, or if it was just where I happened to be logistically on the map. Like, I'll probably never know. I don't know if there's any information on that sort of stuff. Actually, one thing that I was thinking about playing through was trying to sit down and play like Pokemon Silver or Gold, because I used to have those, and the biggest thing for me nowadays is like I'd really like to play a classic Pokemon game, you know, where you got like the little sprite sort of characters, and it's just like the graphics aren't super impressive or anything like that like they are nowadays, but it's like all the sounds and all the sights and stuff like that are just the pure nostalgia bomb and stuff. But my biggest thing is like playing Pokemon, it feels really slow. Like when I was a kid, it felt like it went so fast. And like I did finish one of them. I either finished, I think gold is, I think I finished red, gold. I didn't finish silver. I'm not sure. But yeah, I kind of like, if I play it again through there, I don't know. I know that you can get one little mod that allows it to speed up, and I would be probably so inclined to just get that. That's right. There's where I'm going. The Armstrong Auto. Okay. I can only do it at night, so I'm going to head over to my base. I almost flew straight down over there. I'll fly over to my base and put some stuff away. And then I'll just, I'll probably just motorbike it back, maybe. It'll be pretty quick. Get my motorbike out of my base. I never did make a landing pad up the top. I ended up making that little, like, notch up the top for, like, batteries and generators, but it was supposed to be completely flat, so that I would be able to take off, but I never did that. Speaking of, whoosh. Alright. Also, at some point, I'm gonna need to harvest my plants. Red or blue to latest version. Oh yeah, all the way through. Oh man, I don't know if I could. Because, like, when you play, say, I think it's red, blue, and yellow, they're all kind of about the same thing, but they take a very long time to do. And then when you get into like the newer versions and stuff, obviously it evolves and gets really different and stuff, but it is still a lot of like, I guess, the same thing over and over again. And I don't know how I'd do it that level of repetition, since the games are, they're supposed to be kind of the same but with more Pokemon. What's really funny is I didn't actually play, and I was, at the time I felt that I was too old to be watching a lot of like Pokemon once I started working and stuff like that. It was, you know, one of those like you try not to do something that you used to do. And so I missed out on a whole heap of like different types of Pokemon, and like there's so many that I don't even understand what they are. There's like mixed types now, and to me that makes no sense, because I'm like, when I started with Pokemon, you had Charizard was it? It's just a fire type, and now he's a fire dragon, I think, from memory, which makes sense, but at the same time, some of them don't to me, and I'm like, I already have a lot of problem remembering the weaknesses of a specific type. Like, you know, obviously fire is weak to water and strong against grass and stuff like that. But then you've got like, what if it's a grass bug or poison bug or something like that? Like a variation of a couple of things. Like then I'm kind of screwed. He was fire flying. I don't even know my Charizard. Charizard's like my freaking favorite, and I don't even know what he is. Lol. Um, yeah, I must have only cared about like when he got to Mega Form. Really shows how much of a fan of Charizard I actually am. I don't even know my stuff. Let's get these peas in here. And yeah, it's atrocious. My level of knowledge of Pokemon is dreadful. I actually, I saw. Did I have any more mods for my robot? I think. I think I could make some mods. I got to keep track of time too, because I got to be over there starting the quest. I think at 22. I think I have to be there for it. So I'm gonna just sell off a couple of things. I'm not gonna take more of that. Like that. I guess I should probably just melt some stuff. Maybe make some sense. Just smelt all of these down. I just don't have a lot of room at the moment anymore. And let's get rid of some of my ammo because I just don't need that much for being in my hometown. That'll do it. Alright. And I guess, can I fuel it in here? I probably can't, eh? Go out here and let's make sure all of my stuff has fuel. I don't want you to fall off, but you'll probably try to. Fuel you. Get up. Fuel the bike. And let's see what else have I got. I've got chainsaw. Hey, oh. I'll forget about that in a moment and I'll 100% run into the damn thing. Okay, so I ran out of fuel, but that's okay. I don't need to pick up more now. Everything's pretty good. I need to put the animal fat away though. Professor Grimm. Oh, lol. Mostly true facts. I wouldn't believe a word of it, Grimm. The mean well would be there, but I don't know. I don't want that in there. I'm gonna sell this as well. So I've got a little bit more space. Let's get up here. So I don't, yeah, I had a little bit in here to smelt, so just don't do that. I'm just gonna leave them there. And obviously I was smelting glasses at some point. What else do I need to do? Does this drone have anything else in it? No, okay. I could probably leave you home, but I won't. Just in case. And I was putting some coins away, because I'll get some coins when I go over there for selling these. Alright, so that should be everything. I actually need to heal. Yeah, go for it. Do these heal? Yeah, they do. I was going to say, did I eat them or did I just destroy them? Because the amount of times I click on something and just destroy it instead. I guess she's got to waste some of her honey. She's got antibiotics. I don't know if I'll be able to get rid of it all, but I'll try. I really need to keep bringing in enough gear to make more actual like antibiotics and vitamins and stuff like that. Because like I find and make these so easily, but I don't have like the actual stuff that prevents infection. She's going to be so thirsty at some point. Keep drinking this. I don't know if you guys ever had honeycomb in a jar before. Like actual proper capped honeycomb and stuff like that, but it's amazing. Every so often, out of nowhere, I'll just want to get actual honeycomb. And there's a couple of places that do it kind of locally. And the best thing is if I manage to get one that's an actual local honey for me, it does help with like allergies and stuff like that in spring. I thought something was going to run at me then. Oh, don't put the bat there. Yeah, so apparently if you have local honey during like a hay fever time of the year, it helps you build up immunity to certain pollens in your local vicinity. So once I sort of learnt that, because I started getting really bad hay fever as an adult out of nowhere, and I never had it as a child or a teenager or anything like that. Oh, sell it. So when I started getting it out of the blue, I'm like, I can't be having this. I literally, like, as a salesperson at the time.
Just to let you folks know, Trader Joel's will be closing soon.
Did I grab my bike? I did. Yeah, as a salesperson, I can't exactly have, like, you know, a runny nose and weepy eyes and all that stuff. Because it's not the best look, and it's very hard to, like, convince somebody to buy something while you're, like, basically your whole face is oozing and being, like, irritated and stuff. So, the good thing is, at least, like, I don't do sales or any of that crap anymore. I hated it. But I did also learn that at least like I could eat the honey and not have like such a strong reaction to hay fever. I think I've actually got to start this once it hits night from memory. As I say, turn the generators on while you're there. Clear out all the zombies you find inside. So head to the rally point. I'm here. It doesn't actually say anything else about it. It just says to restore the power. But I will wait. I'll wait until it clicks over until nighttime. Not that I want that to happen, but let's get these guns reloaded. They're done. Yep. Okay, let's get that repaired then. Get bones out of my inventory. There. You can come into my inventory as well. Alright, let's get this done. Okay, that's sounded ominous. So it is nighttime at least. And I'm in the snow. So that's going to be a better situation. I don't... Jeez, I was about to say, I don't want to make too much noise since there's no door on this place. Come on, go that way. Obviously, there's a zombie. So I'm guessing I have to go in through here or something. Oh, duh. Yeah. Whoa! My ankles are not for you. Reload that. Alright. I don't know how long I have to do this quest, but I often don't succeed in them. And I don't know if that's because of the time frame. Let's jump out of here. Calm down. And stay down. This must be one of the generators. Yep, okay, so that's restore generator. Oh, come on, stop. Did I click off it or did it stall on its own? Does it do that? Is it like lockpicking? It looks like there's a second generator maybe downstairs. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's one generator. I really should have known that that was there based on the bird's nest, but okay. I would guess I've got to go down that or that. Where does this go? That looks like it's inside of somewhere. And this is open, so I'm guessing this is where I go. Come on, you broke once. I have like this sneak ability that prevents me from like doing a lot of things really, really quickly. So let's make some noise. Nobody? What if I... No? Okay. I'm going to assume, based on the lack of zombies running at me, that there's... Well, I was about to say there's no zombies, but there's clearly zombies. I do like these like little down pet thingies. I think they're very cool. Okay, let's get this started. Oh, come on. Yeah, I can reload my gun at the same time. I can hear zombies running and I can't look up. It won't let me. Okay. So I've done it now. I've just got to clear the rest of the areas. I see you. Let's get rid of them all. Oh, don't destroy shit. Alright. Let's loot this while I'm at it. Hey, medicine. Kinda good. Sound like you dropped down. Yeah, you did. Seriously, where did you come from? Did you come from the roof? You couldn't have. Okay, so I've cleared all the areas. Man, I have all the urge to steal that pot plant. I don't know what it is, but like, to me it's like the only decorative thing in these places half the time. Oh, get out. Is it over here? So I have to return to the trader, and I might actually do that since I've got to fly so far. And I think that will allow me to finish it right on time. Oh, I could have gone up there. Could have started on the roof. Cool. No. right there. I have fully explored most of my own town. Stay away from me. Oh no! Alright, we gotta fight. Come on, pick up. Come on, pick up. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't always pick it up straight away. I swear, taking out a leg can sometimes be the best thing. Gives you a little bit of extra time. Okay, let's... No, wrong bike. Take that back. Put that down. And actually fly in a straight line. You know? Look, there's a dotted line I can follow. And I'll just run straight into that car. Take off. Ah, I hit it anyway. Oh, man. The one thing I want to see them improve about this game, the only one thing I probably care about, is the turn circle on the actual gyro once it's touched something. Come on, get up. Alright. Let's fly back over here. 3 kilometers. So that's probably about the equivalent of maybe 3 minutes as well. And I managed to finish that quest before midnight. See, I wondered whether or not you only had the 2 in-game hours to complete it. Because in the past, sometimes it's gone past midnight and I don't necessarily complete it, and I think I've got until 4 AM. But I don't think that's how it works. And I'd actually love to know if that's the case, or if it's you've got to finish it by midnight or something, you know? I think the other thing too is each person's definition of what nighttime is very different. Like, I spoke to a sleep specialist some months ago, and I'm like, oh, you know, I'd love to go to bed early. And he's like, what's early for you? And I'm like, 10 p.m. And he looked at me and he's like, that's so late. And I'm like, sitting there looking at him like, what time do you go to sleep? I'd love to know, because I'm like, I couldn't imagine going to bed consistently before 10 p.m. That just seems ludicrous to me. But in saying that, there's a lot of people that do actually go to sleep early and wake up early. Like, I grew up with a family friend who they were up at 4 a.m. every single day. Without question. That's when they naturally woke up. And couldn't even imagine what that's like. Like, I occasionally wake up at 5 a.m. out of the blue. And if I wake up at 5, I cannot fall back asleep until it's like maybe 4 or so hours later. Which really sucks, because if I don't actually fall asleep before 5 a.m, I don't usually fall asleep until like 7 or 8 or 9 or something like that. I wouldn't mind having one of these bases being like a little like stealth spot like that, where it's like pretty isolated. But we've been building in the towns very consistently. I don't know, like I'd love to have like, say over there where you've got like the small building and you've got the really big one. Obviously you can't secure a building that big, so maybe like a small building like that, perhaps. I imagine that would be interesting. Restore power is a pain on large buildings. I can't remember, but it does have to be done before 4 a.m. or otherwise the quest fails. Okay. I wondered about that. I'm pretty sure that once it hits morning, it's not, no matter how you do it, if you do it before nighttime or if you do it after morning, or if it runs past morning, it's still failed because you can't accept it at that time. You can't complete it at that time. I do find it interesting though. It's like, what is it restoring power to? It would make more sense to me if it was like, say, a radio tower, like one of those big red and white radio towers that you'd restore power to. Because in the apocalypse, I would imagine as a trader, the most important thing would be making sure that communications worked. Oh god, it's still nighttime, isn't it? Where am I going to sit? I sit in this farm, maybe? Or maybe on the Shotgun Messiah's building? Can I land up there? Can I? Come on, take it up, take it up. Take it back up. Oh, oh no, she's stuck. Oh god. Yeah, you have to find the car this way. I can't get up there. I can get over onto this thing, but I've taken apart one of these things, so I know it's not one piece. Gotta get up onto it. There we go. However, they can take apart the sides, and then I'm kind of fucked because the roof will fall down anyway. But I'm gonna crouch. I can hear a bird. There you are. Nice. I hate birds in this game. They always get you infected, which, by the way, my infection's going pretty okay. Yeah, the loot in it's really good. I know that just in there is like the real good stuff, but in saying that, I haven't actually looted this gunsmith yet. I don't think we've even done that many quests in this Wastelands yet. Like, we've done a couple, but not enough. At least now I've got tier 2 quests here that can be done. So that's at least an improvement. Especially since, like, nighttime at the Wastelands is so wild in general with the, what do you call it? Feral sense. I'm gonna snap you. I'm trying to take him out quietly, but I do want to keep killing some zombies throughout the night. And of course got like 100% visibility. But nothing's running at me. If I turn my light off, they're 3%. I would say for anybody that's like probably like been waiting for a toilet break, you could probably go for one now. Because like I've got to wait until dawn and there's not much that I can do. I don't want to attract too much attention. I could just go in there. That'd be kind of interesting. Oh yeah, you've been avoiding the wastelands because of the feral sense. Yeah, it's not too bad during the day, but at nighttime it's brutal. I am gonna let myself in. I think this is locked, so I'm gonna let myself in. That's gonna be a bad idea because like, whoa. Because yeah, that's not a closable door. Oh, I actually don't have some space. I'll just reach it. Hey, no touching. Like fucking Dora says, you know, no swiping. It's no touching. Jeez, manners of some of these people. I've got some good things here to sell. I can hear them. Oh shit! That came around a lot faster than I thought it was. Oh wow, gun safe. Alright, let's lockpick this best I can while I'm potentially under attack. I know I could put out my drone and have the extra space, but I really don't want to. Come on. That was pretty good. Okay, scrap that. You can sell. When did I get a farming kit? I think I made it a general rule that I'm not taking back small things like that. They're just a waste of space, and the time it takes me to eat them is more than it's actually worth. I should have actually brought more ammo than this. I just realized where I am. Come on, take your vitamins. Take a few of these drinks, and then we'll loot some more stuff. What's in here? Nothing very useful for me. Let's shut this. It's my only line of protection between me and everything outside. I know that you get the greatest stuff in the trash bags around here, but I'm just going to leave that be. Okay, so I know that I could have done this a lot stealthier. However, by crouching, it's just going to be that much stronger. There is a lot of angry zombies outside. Shut that door for protection too. This should be locked. I'm pretty sure this entire enclosure is iron, I think. So I should have some level of protection for a few minutes. Come on, lockpick it. Yes, very sneaky. It would be sneakier if it was like back when I had a spear and I could like spear them. I don't actually need the health, but I don't have a lot of space. So let's just use that. And I'm reading all the books that I've got because I don't have that kind of space on me. That's going to sell for a lot. I'm going to have to drink some of these drinks, honestly. To drink more of this honey. I'm getting there with the infection. It is going down, but it's so slow. Alright, I'm nearly there. These advanced mods, mufflers have been brilliant with the feral sense, honestly. It does give me that little bit of advantage. Geez, that sent them all off then. Okay, there's a box up there I need to get. That would turn into paper. Can I use anything else? I'm not really liking the sounds, the ambience of this room. That sounds like it's gonna hit me. Yep. Come on, stop shooting. Okay. So we obviously have an opening in here now. They obviously made their way in. You kind of made a mistake there. Could have just left that as, like, not able to shoot you. Alright. I don't need gunpowder on me at the moment. That's just going to scrap to paper. I don't know what I picked up. Is this scrap to paper or to metal? I don't remember. Drink a coffee. Just going to drink up the couple of extra spaces that I've got. Alright, so I can scrap that now. And you? Yeah, it'll go to metal. Alright, that's alright. I'm pretty sure these two scrap to brass as well. I do say copper every now and then. I'm not sure why. I think just because, like, to me it's kind of like that color. But it is actually brass. Alright, so I've got a few good things to sell. And we don't need coal. And we don't need the polymers, honestly. Yeah. Okay, more ammo. Always good. This is actually a good reason to... Oh, I nearly lost that. Alright, let's go back outside and deal with the zombies that are coming in. Where are yous? I really expected to, like, walk out and be right there. Oh, here you are. Where did you come from? You know. This fence isn't exactly the most sturdy thing to sit on. I will get back up onto this. How's the time going to? It's almost AM. I've still got to wait longer to be able to actually see the trader. Yeah, that would be bringing some in. Okay, well, it's morning nonetheless. That's at least useful. Read those. Grab. Okay, I'm going to head over towards the trader. Just kind of chill out over there. At least it's morning now. What's in here? Anything good? No, just more polymers that I threw out earlier. I swear, sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I drop something that I find is completely useless for me at that time. Obviously, most everything in this game is on some level useful. However, I do get it where, like, I drop something and then I immediately pick it up in the very next thing that I pick up, and I'm like, I really didn't need it, thanks. So, we just gotta wait for them to open. Let's see what we got in here. We're gonna sell this. We'll sell some of that. I have a lot of ammo back at home. I don't know if you guys really got to see inside of the chest that I've got back there, but it is basically just full of ammo. Like, so much. Move you out of the way. You. Scrap you. Move you. And there we go. We'll sell scrap here. If I can. If it will let me. Maybe I'll go and loot this car. I want to cut down some of these trees, I really do. But at the same time, I'm not here for the coal, and I did throw some out. That looks nice there. Big bird's nest. I must admit, I don't have a need for feathers. I stopped collecting them for this probably once I hit 500. And every so often I do accidentally bring some home, but it's okay because we've got a couple of players that are on very rarely, and they'll play with, like, a bow and arrow or a crossbow. A crossbow, I imagine that it's a good weapon, especially for, like, sneaking and stuff like that, but I don't like encountering the dogs, so I need to be able to take something down in, like, the first hit most of the time. So you've got a plan for Christmas. I'm naughty the whole year, and Santa comes around with a bag full of coal for me. Set it up and barbecue it until level 100. I think that's just planning 100 right there. Although, mind you, that's probably the most useful concept for the coal. Because when you think about it, in Australia, like we usually do have like some sort of a barbecue on Christmas Day because it's hot as fuck. And you're either somewhere where you can swim or somewhere where there's air conditioning, and a barbecue is kind of like just a staple of like a family gathering anyway, or gathering in general. So, like, you know, I hear that charcoal barbecues are quite delicious. Unfortunately, I only ever cooked on gas barbecues. I never actually got a chance to really cook or try out a charcoal one. And now that I can't eat most meats because they actually make me physically sick, I don't have much of a choice with that. Like, I could try it, but I'd still end up pretty sick, and I wouldn't have a reference for flavor because I haven't eaten meat recently. It's almost time to open. Almost. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to this Oreo cheesecake that I'm going to make. Got plenty of gas. Whatever. I'm always told that apparently I'm full of hot air. That, you know, I can just, because of how much I can talk, it's like an expression like you're full of hot air. So I would probably be able to, I don't know, I could probably fuel a decent sauna, or what do you call them, a jacuzzi? I could probably power a jacuzzi for a while with like the amount that I can talk. This should be opening in a moment. It absolutely terrifies me whenever it goes off. There's so much like concrete out here. I've never actually taken the time to come out and mine these bricks for concrete. I know ages ago when I used to watch my partner before I played this, he used to come out here just to get concrete, and he'd come around and he'd mine all these down. And I actually find that the best way to get concrete nowadays is any of the quests that you get where they're like a farm or some sort of construction place, and they've got just stacks of bags of concrete. You mine them in advance, and then you activate the quest and you go back and mine them again. So you've got extra, like excess concrete. The only problem is it doesn't stack very well. They do stones. Okay, look, let's have a quick look. We got a moment. Yeah, it does do stones now. What bullshit? Like, this thing looks like it gives more like charcoal than stone, you know? I don't know. I guess maybe in the past that used to be how you got concrete. Uh, many editions long ago. It's almost time. I can go in and hand this quest in. The level 2 quest, isn't it? Yeah, until I do a few quests in level 2, I won't be able to actually get up to level 3. Here we go.
Trader Joel's is now open.
Wait. I'll tell you what, the one time I did actually leave that door open, a zombie got all the way in here and like was gnawing on my feet.
Reward.
And the trader changes over tomorrow as well too, so that's good. The iron one's 100, 120, 110, 3. Okay, so you and the sledgehammer, yeah, they're the most expensive ones. What's your next job? I don't want another one of those. Why have I only got fetch and clear? Okay, well, I guess I don't have a choice. I'm doing a fetch and clear.
Enough, friend.
Let's sell some stuff. I should actually go through and do my my leveling at some point. Okay. So this has all been good money. I could have kept those rocket parts. I know one of our players has got rocket launchers that they're trying to make. I'm going to buy a couple of engines if I can afford it, because I'll just take those back home. We always need engines. Yeah, I think that'll do it. If you do shift click, you can sell the stacks. Is that what it is? Okay. So I have a lot of ammo, so let's try that. Shift click. No, it won't allow it for me. I can sell it. Because generally speaking, like it won't. Oh, I see. Shift click maximizes the stack. I get it. I get it now. I see it doing it. Thank you. That could be really useful. Because this whole time I've just been doing it like manually. Because this is the thing. It's like I may have played this for a long time, but I don't know everything about it. There's always something that's still yet to be experienced or learnt. Like I didn't know there was that church or cathedral or whatever you want to
I
call it.
thank you, kind sir.
So that was news to me. Now I have everything on me, so I'm going to take the fastest possible way back. We got a drone, a bike, and that. How do I not know? How do I not know? I don't know. Maybe because like I don't know. Maybe that's the thing. I'll just redo these. Okay. So in my game, we glass it around the place. That's called fast travel here. Because I don't drop anything and all my stuff's on me, so I'm not going to lose anything. And in a moment, I will just wake up back in my bed. This is also why I have such a high death ratio. I fast travel a lot. It'll be interesting in Alpha 21. I don't think this will be possible anymore, so I'll actually have to take the time to go back and travel around like a normal person does. Yeah. Alright, so I'm pretty much just going to put all this stuff away, and then I'll be popping off, so I'll just get out here where we can not be blinded by the light for a couple of minutes. So, yeah, obviously we managed to get a few levels up on our trader. Our last one being that we're trying to clear some level 2 quests on it. Oh yeah, you did get the death penalty when you fast travel in my game, but it's not even that much of an issue because, like, if I look at like my levels and stuff, what level am I? Let's say, yeah, 223. And I've gotten up to a level 300 beforehand. Does it show my death ratio here? Let's see. No. Health, stamina, deaths. There we go. 19 deaths. So I've fast traveled probably about 10 times and died probably about 9. I would say that's probably the legitimate there because I do fast travel more than I actually die, generally. But I do die from time to time. And I've been alive for 1 minute. Look, the longest one I had was 19 hours. And that probably would have been actually me playing for one whole game. I should get up here and check these too. They're doing alright. That's going to need some fuel soon. But yeah, I think that was a pretty good effort today. Obviously, we learnt that it takes about 2 hours to level up a trader from level 1 to level 2. I think each level is going to be harder than the last, and when it comes around to like leveling up, say, a level 4 is going to take quite a long time because a level 5 quest takes about almost an hour and a half, maybe about an hour and 20 minutes each. So with that in mind, like, to level up, say, a level 4 or level 5, that's actually going to take a couple of physical days. But I think next time I jump on, I would like a chance to get to, say, Harvest, and I want to explore that snow town. So perhaps next time, instead of just grinding away at some levels, we'll go over and maybe explore this big town over here and see if I can find some ATMs and maybe what else is in here, because I think that might be pretty interesting. I wasn't expecting there to be a third giant town. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for coming out and watching, Grim, and anybody else that might be lurking and watching. I'm no longer displaying a viewer count for myself anymore, so I'll actually never know how many people are currently watching me when I'm playing. So if you only want to lurk and just want to enjoy watching, you're most welcome to. Tomorrow we'll be playing RimWorld. Oh, it's Blizzard. Tomorrow we'll be playing RimWorld, and I think check what my schedule with that is. I'll be trying to harvest some crops and researching geothermal power and making some packaged survival meals and all those sort of things. So definitely, if you feel like coming and chatting, tomorrow is the day for it. RimWorld is always more relaxed, sort of laid back kind of situation where I've got a little bit more time to engage in conversation if you feel you want to sort of sit there and talk and stuff. So I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you everybody for coming and playing with me today. And you have a Grim, stop stop antagonizing. It's relaxing enough. It's an intense experience playing RimWorld, honestly. But anyway, thank you all for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. Catch you later.